Life has a way of testing us. Sometimes, it feels like the ground beneath our feet is crumbling, like everything we've worked for, everything we've dreamed of, is slipping away. Maybe you've lost someone important, failed at something you cared deeply about, or found yourself facing changes you never asked for. These moments are heavy, and they hurt. But what if I told you that this pain, this overwhelming adversity, isn't the end of your story? What if it's the very thing that will lead you to a new beginning? Pain changes us. It forces us to stop, to reevaluate, and to ask ourselves difficult questions. Why did this happen? What now? These are natural questions, but they often leave us feeling stuck. The truth is, pain has the power to transform us if we allow it. It can teach us lessons we never knew we needed to learn and guide us to paths we never thought we'd take. But first, we need to understand the role that adversity plays in our lives. Think about this. Some of the most incredible transformations in history came from moments of despair. People who lost everything, but found within themselves the strength to rebuild. People who turned failure into their greatest achievement. Their secret. They didn't let pain define them. They let it drive them. They understood that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond to it. Let me tell you about someone who embodies this perfectly. Imagine losing your job, your sense of identity tied to that role, and finding yourself completely lost. This happened to a man named Alex. For months, he felt like he was drowning, ashamed, frustrated, and unsure of what to do next. But one day, something shifted. Instead of focusing on what he had lost, he asked himself what he could gain. He realized he had always wanted to start his own business, but never took the leap because he was too comfortable. That loss, as painful as it was, became the catalyst for him to pursue his passion. Today, Alex runs a successful company, one that might never have existed if he hadn't faced that moment of adversity. Stories like Alex's aren't rare. They're proof that challenges can become opportunities. But how do we get there? How do we turn our pain into purpose? The first step is acceptance. It's okay to feel hurt, angry, or lost. These emotions are valid, and they're part of the process. But staying in that space forever won't serve you. Instead, use it as fuel. Let the pain remind you of what matters most, of what you want to fight for. Next, it's about redefining your goals. Challenges often force us to re-examine our values and priorities. Maybe what you thought you wanted no longer aligns with who you are. That's okay. Take this opportunity to realign your life with what truly matters. Start small. If you're overwhelmed by the idea of change, remember this. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take one step. Here's something practical you can do today. Grab a notebook and write down one thing you've been putting off because of fear or uncertainty. It could be as simple as making a phone call, signing up for a class, or starting a journal. Then, commit to doing it. Action is what creates momentum, and momentum is what creates change. And let's talk about failure. So many of us fear it so deeply that we avoid taking risks altogether. But failure isn't the enemy, it's a teacher. Every mistake, every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. Think about the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, and artists in the world. They didn't get to where they are by avoiding failure. They got there by embracing it. Now, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what's one step you can take today to start transforming your pain into purpose? Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe it's deciding to forgive someone, reaching out for help, or simply choosing to believe that things can get better. Whatever it is, take that step. If this video has resonated with you, I want you to share your first step in the comments below. Let's create a community of action and transformation, a space where we inspire and uplift one another. Because you are not alone in this journey. Remember, The challenges you face today can become the foundation for the life you've always wanted. The power to change your story lies within you. The pain you're feeling now, it's temporary, and it's shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You have what it takes to turn your struggles into strength, to transform your setbacks into comebacks. The only question is, are you ready to begin? Let's take that first step together.